I've been thinking a lot about this lately since they brought out the huge increase in the CMHC rules that'll take effect on December 15th. That look, the politicians in this country, all levels, I don't care, mayors, premiers, prime ministers, is everybody in this country in the realm of politics really all in on the idea that house prices in Canada cannot come down in any meaningful way? Just hit me thinking about it after those CMHC, big CMHC jumps go from $1 million limit to $1.5 million limit when everybody had just been asking for an increase to 1.25. Give him more. What do I mean by this? So I was watching a post the other day from the mayor of Vaughan, Steve Del Duca, and set aside he might be a bit of a doofus. Like, he's sitting in a chair telling the interviewer that, look, it's we can't see house prices come down. People have put too much of their lives into these houses, and they've paid off their mortgages, and now those houses have gone way up in price, and they shouldn't go down. That's part of people's financial plan. What? Okay, and Premier Ford. Premier Ford was Ontario Premier Ford. He was sort of headed towards, we need to build a lot of houses, which is not happening in Ontario at all. We have to, and he sort of flirted with the idea of upzoning. Upzoning is what they did in British Columbia, where, by the way, the premier who did it, Dave Eby, who upzoned the whole province, which is saying, if you got a single family lot, boom, you can build a fourplex on it. That's fine. The city, the town cannot argue. No argument. We're changing the zoning for the whole province. Like, he might actually lose the election. He's in an election right now in BC. He might actually lose it because of that idea and some other things he's done to try to drop the price of houses in British Columbia, which is crazy, just batshit crazy in there, batshit crazy in Ontario. But Premier Ford has sort of quietly backed away from all that stuff. He said, no, we'll let the municipalities, the cities, the towns, we'll let them decide what's best for them. Like, right, yes, of course. Cities and towns, those councils, those mayors, the only thing that they want to do is keep prices high and keep property taxes down. They're the ones who've raised development charges through the roof so that young people have to pay crazy prices for brand new homes. Like, it used to be, like, I'll be serious about this. When I was young, when I was in my 20s, brand new homes were always cheaper. They were lower cost than established homes that have been in the neighborhood for 10 or 15 years. Because guess what? There were no trees. There was nothing there. It was dirt. So you got a discount for the fact that you were moving into a place that didn't have much going for it, okay, other than it was new. And they were cheap. Those days have gone. That's out the goddamn window, okay? Because why? Because development charges, because of the money that the city takes out of the developer's pocket, which the developer just puts onto the buyer. We understand this. Look, we've even got Trudeau, our prime minister, has said that, hey, he doesn't think it's in anybody's interest for house prices to go down substantially because they're part of people's retirement planning. Okay, so we have, in Ontario and British Columbia particularly, batshit crazy house prices. Yeah, I admit they're down from the incredibly nonsensical highs of 2021 when people were in the bidding war on everything, and prices in parts of the 905 and in parts of Kitchener-Waterloo and Milton and all kinds of other small cities in Ontario where those prices went just absolutely nuts with multiple bids, way over asking. They have come down. Like, we suspect there's some houses have come down in the 905, probably 20%. I'll bet you the guy who paid the top price in Agassiz, BC, out in the ends of the valley, Fraser Valley, I think that price is down from 2021 too. But we're still talking very, very expensive real estate in these two provinces. And the politicians are afraid to say that those prices should go lower. You know what? In some ways, they're even afraid to say we should make sure the prices don't go up for 10 years. What if we tried that? What if we just tried 10 years of no price increase? You ever hear any politician talk about that in real estate? Ever? Like ever? Okay, no, you don't. Because this romance of real estate wealth has become such a part of the Canadian story. But it's no good for young people. It's no good for future generations. None of it's any good. So can't we at least have that? Can't we at least have someone in politics, provincially, a mayor, a prime minister, just say, hey, house prices in Canada are too expensive. Payments on those houses are too expensive. At least let's stop prices from going up. Let's find mechanisms to hold prices down for the next 10 years, to allow what's been up to this point, stagnant wages in Canada, to at least catch up. Please, can our politicians stop supporting the idea that real estate only goes up in Canada? Please, can we bring that to an end? My guess is they won't.